Hey, you guys. So I'm back, but this is going to be like a teachable moment. And God kind of like instructed me that I'm going to have to like do some teachable moments and some more like coaching type things, messages. But um, this is a time and a season to self reflect and to self evaluate. On last night, I took it upon myself. I went through, I looked at my vision board. I was looking at what I have achieved so far, how far God had brought me. And even with me realizing that and knowing that the season that I'm in and the season of elevation, the season of new, um, when we go through a new season, sometimes people, places, and things that no longer serve us drop off. And so, even doing self evaluation with that, who was with me when I started, who is no longer with me, and evaluate um, those type of things. Even evaluate your feelings. Well, how do I feel that this person is no longer in my life? How do I feel that this person is no longer talking to me? Like, do self-reflection, evaluating. Was I drained whenever I talked to this person? Was I am I at peace now that this person is no longer in my life? Ask yourself those type of self-evaluation questions. All right, just so and it's going to lead into the next word, just so that you can know where you stand now and you can accept the fact of where you're standing at now. But God had led me last night. Like I said, it might be for you guys too, to do like a self-evaluation, to go back and to reflect. And even today, like when I was driving, because I'm out doing errands today, just I was self-reflecting on, okay, how do I feel now that these people are no longer here? How do I feel now about where my accomplishments and where God is taking me to? Like, what can I learn from it? Are there some things that I can do better? Like, I always try to do those things so I won't do the same thing over and over again. Like, I won't go through a repeated cycle, right? I won't develop toxic traits that I don't need to develop. So just making sure I'm doing a lot of self-reflecting, a lot of self-evaluation. Also making sure that I'm staying focused, make sure I'm staying on task. And also, so you can celebrate your small wins, right? Making sure you're celebrating your small wins, making sure that you are staying positive about the things that you are doing, because it can be hard when you are a child of God, when you are called and chosen, and you don't have a very support a very strong support system, I would say. Or you will have people that were on your journey with you that's no longer on your journey with you because they're jealous of your elevation, right? So take the time, y'all, to self-reflect. Take the time to go back and look at your goals, look at how far you came. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Go back and see if you haven't seen where God was checking things off your list, because I told you guys before where God was told me to go back to my list that I had on my wall, and he was checking things off my list, things from 2018. So go back and see, and then self-reflect. And understand you're going to have to give yourself grace. Understand it's okay to celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your small wins, y'all. Even the little things. Celebrate those things, right? Um, Also, too, like when you're self-reflecting, you will see where in areas where you were tolerated and not celebrated. If you are in areas where you are tolerated and not celebrated, that means that you don't need to be there. So and when you self-reflect and you really put things into perspective, it will make you accept things for what they are. Okay. It will help you to think about things spiritually and logically, and for you to learn how to take your emotions out of it. Yeah, you might have cried tears and stuff behind closed doors, but when you got God with you and you were self-reflecting, spiritually, um, emotionally, mentally, and you're taking things to God, he will tell you how to respond so you won't come out of character. And that's growth too as well. So when you're doing self-reflection, evaluate your growth. I told you guys that God told me that to release the word that a lot of you guys increase are attached to your growth, and that was your spiritual growth. Meaning, how well are you able to handle conflict? How well are you able to handle the warfare and not come out of character? How well are you able to handle when people lie and try to criticize you and try to destroy your name and your character? How well are you able to handle these things? Because you got to understand, we as children of God, we're going to go through some things, but how well are you able to handle it? Are you going to retaliate in the flesh? Are you going to fight back in the spirit? Are you going to pray? Are you going to war? Are you going to use God's tactics and strategies that He gave you to overcome the enemy? So, take a time, y'all. Take this time. We are in the month of August. This is the month, like I said, you guys, of new beginnings. And when we're entering in the month of new beginnings, or we're entering into a season of new beginnings, a lot of things have had changed before, or they are going to change. All right, so take the time to self-reflect. Take the time to make sure that you're doing your part, that you're not taking old things into a new season. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You're not putting old wine into new wineskin. All right. So make sure you're not doing those things in this season, in this hour, because if you do, you're going to miss your open door. If you do, you're going to miss your next. So take this time to self-reflect and to self-evaluate. So, all right, you guys, I love you all. I pray that you guys have an amazing day, and I will chat with you all later.